Hi, welcome to Simple Vitae. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and do not forget to click the bell icon. We went to Amish Village as mentioned in the title of the video and in the beginning of the video. The drive towards the actual village was actually very beautiful, especially because the weather was really warm, and because the drive was also exceptionally beautiful. We were mostly driving in the countryside area, especially because the Amish people live there. It was very secluded. We saw a lot of type of animals just reaching there, and it was just a really amazing experience. We also saw a couple buggies going there, so that was also really awesome. Something that we find special about the Amish village is that they are so excluded and nothing much is really known about them. Another thing that's really fascinating is that they live without electricity. They don't use phones, they don't use computers, they don't use anything that the outside world uses to communicate with each other. They do follow a very strict dress code. Every time we see them outside, especially in the airport, they do not wear the type of clothes that you would see other people wearing. They follow very specific rules. They refuse to accept the new modern era that is going on right now. The Amish village is around 40 miles from our house, which is equivalent to an hour when you drive there. And the drive wasn't too bumpy either, because it was just one highway leading all the way to the Amish village. We didn't have to take too many turns. It was actually really fun. Oh, also, funny story. When we were going to the Amish village, we saw so many buggies that were led by horses, and we tried to record it, but every time we were recording, they would leave. But every time we put the phone down, another buggy would come. So it was just a constant struggle between putting our phone up, putting it down, putting our phone up, putting it down. At the end of the day, we just ended up not getting any footage because the horses are actually really fast, even with people on them. We finally reached, and the place was so much more beautiful than we could have imagined it. The place was just large, the air was fresh, we could see chickens running around, which was really cute, and we got a little sneak peek at all the animals inside before we even entered, so it was very exciting. What you see here is a traditional tour bus. Each session is around 90 minutes long. What they basically do is they take you around the entire Amish village. They show you the schools, the places where the Amish people work at, the homes, the churches, the farms, the animals. We've heard that it's great. This will be coming up in part 2 of our video, so stay tuned. So what we see now is the hours that the Amish village is open for tourists. The tours, such as the buggies and the tour buses, do have a limit. You can only go until 4 p.m. That's when the last tour starts. But if you wanted to go inside and check out the place by yourselves, then it's open, I'm pretty sure, until the night. The entrance to the model house and the animals was through the gift shop. So we had to go inside the door that you see there, which says open, and then you see the little house in the back. Yeah, there was a door in there that we had to go through, and then we bought our tickets there. I think the self-guided tour that we took was around $11, so we got to go inside, and they gave us a 30-minute tour of the model house for the Amish people, and then we went around and saw the animals and other places. We are now finally inside the model house, which was once inhabited by actual Amish people. What we see right now is the traditional kitchen, the stove, and then on the right side is the rest of the room. That is a sewing machine and a little chair for people who are sick to sit on. Apparently, since they do not use electricity, they don't have heat in the house, and the only place where they could get heat was in the kitchen. Like I just mentioned, the Amish do not like electricity, so everything they use either has motors or works with propane. They absolutely love propane, but stuff like washing machines, which they have started to adapt to, do work on motors because they're great mechanics actually. They're in the room of a little boy, and the blanket that they do sleep on is made by the mom. She spends around 400 hours working on it, but she doesn't get paid. This is the parents' room. That is the attire for men, women, and kids. They only have 3 pairs of shoes, I believe. They do not like having too many clothes because they think it's unnecessary. So everyone only has 5 pairs of clothes, and 2 of them are dedicated to church. As you probably noticed already, there are no wardrobes or mirrors anywhere. Like I said, they do only have 5 pairs of clothes. They don't like having too many. Going back to the strict dress code, the single women actually wear a white robe that you see on the purple dress over there, and the married women wear all black. The white robe actually sets the single women apart, makes sure the other know that they are single. We are now en route to the summer kitchen, which is usually in the basement or away from the home. So the utensils you will see in the summer kitchen are heavy and antique. They're actually made of iron, so when they're heated, they're really, really hot. Now coming up, you will see a washer. It is right there. It's the white machine. It's run by motor. The Amish are actually great mechanics, so they buy the washing machine and then they change it to work on motor. They also raise their own cattle such as mules, cows, goats, chickens, etc. for daily consumption such as milk or even meat. We saw a mule for the first time. A mule is nothing but a crossbreed between a donkey and a horse. It was actually really huge, so we were very surprised. This mule's name is Molly, and there's another mule inside, and his name is Mr. Ed. The horses and mules that they raise are actually used by the Amish for field work. Along with the mules, the Amish also raise several other animals, and my favorite one out of them all is the pony. They actually have 4 ponies there. The one that we see now are Peppercorn and Nutmeg. They're actually really cute. There are 2 more horses inside. These friendly creatures are Bubba and Donkey. They're actually really cute. Bubba tried to reach outside the fence because she thought we would feed her, but unfortunately we couldn't. Now we will see a very confident chicken over there, and my most favorite animal of them all, Sage. She is the prettiest pony they have and I have ever seen in my entire life. This is Jakey, the only pig that they have. We couldn't see its face because it kept hiding, but it is a potbelly coon pig. We have finally reached the goats. Now we will see Jessie and Angel. Jessie is a Finn sheep and Angel is a goat. They are inside the fence. They aren't allowed to come outside. If it were a normal day, like before COVID, we could have fed them, but since it is COVID time, they restricted us against feeding these animals. Dolly and Pearl are Jacob's sheep, as you see there. They are also inside the fence, and we could also feed those animals. But again, since it was COVID, we couldn't feed any of the animals. We only had to see them, and we got to enjoy. The chickens were everywhere. They were chasing people, people were chasing them. It was really funny. They had a small stream there, and there were swans on there, but we couldn't get a picture because they walked away. That is a traditional blacksmith shop for the Amish. It has all the tools that they use. This is a playground for the Amish kids and also for tourists. And these are my second favorite animals there. They are the alpacas. They are so pretty. As you will see later in the video, we did have other plans to attend to, so we had to leave early. But more content is coming up in upcoming videos, so stay tuned. Now we are on our way to go see a movie after so long. It's been almost a year since we've seen it. This is the route that we had to take to get to the movie theater. We finally got some footage of the horse buggies. We can actually go on them, but we couldn't because we were late. But it was really fun watching them go on the roads with the cars. Here we have finally reached the movie theater. We were 15 minutes late to the movie because we were caught up in watching the buggies go. The movie that we watched was Jati Ratnalu. It was actually really funny. We had a really good time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video as much as we enjoyed making it. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.